All right, another. Speaking of excellent examples, I got another one here. Let's see. This is him. Yep, there he is. That guy. Did you see this guy, David? This is Hujat al-Islam Muhammad Hassan Abu Turabi Fard. Let me
You
see.
made up that name. Come on. That sounds like a made up jihadi leader name, right?
Well, in the first place, his Hujat al-Islam is his title, and then you
Okay.
got
Okay.
Muhammad Hassan Abu Turabi Fard. That's his name. And anyway, he's obviously Iranian because you can see Ayatollah Khomeini and Khamenei over in the corner. And he preached a Friday sermon in Tehran a few days ago, last Friday, I guess. And he said, martyrs like Sheikh Hassan Nasrallah, Ismail Haniyeh, Yahya Sinwar, General Nil Furushan, were other mujahids who fought in the way of Allah. And he said that they were a symbol of the high values of Islam, the Quran, the Prophet, and the Ahl al Bayt, that is the household of Muhammad that the Shiites revere. So,
Hmm.
isn't that something? That he would say Yahya Sinwar exemplifies the high values of Islam and the Quran. What
Hmm.
do you think?
He's 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 exactly correct.
Yep, there you
Of
go.
course it does. We wouldn't we wouldn't call them we wouldn't call them high values unless we were high or something like that. But absolutely correct there. You have to wonder though, Robert,
Yep.
is this guy counting down his days? Because I don't. These jihadi guys got a pretty bad track record for the last year of surviving.
Well, he's just a preacher. He's just a Hujat al Islam, old Muhammad
Oh, okay.
Hassan Abu Turabi
Okay,
Fard.
you're safe, buddy. But yeah, don't get into politics, pal. Trust me on that one. If anyone contacts you, say, "Hey, we need someone to take over for Hezbollah." Don't do it, bud.
Yeah, yeah. I was thinking about applying, but there's not a whole lot of job security.
Nope, absolutely none.
Yes, indeed. Okay, let's see. We got funny story out of Israel or Lebanon. You no doubt saw it where General Daniel Hagari, the Israeli IDF spokesman, noted that under a hospital in Beirut, Hezbollah has $500,000 in.
No, he said
Well,
hundreds of millions.
I'm sorry, not 500,000, 500 million. I,
That was one of the
yes.
funniest things I've ever seen in my entire life, Robert. I
Yep.
mean, these guys, like the jihadis keep trying to be smart, like the Israelis. They keep trying. Like when they tried to attack, like sent the drone to, after Netanyahu's house and stuff. They're trying to be smart, like trying to do this awesome thing where they come across as brilliant, but they always fail when they try to come across as smart. But I mean, think about this: Israel just like blows all their balls off with their own pagers that they wanted. Ha ha! They'll never be able to trace us if we just get pagers, and they get the pagers, and all their nutsacks get blown off. I'm talking like thousands of people got messed up over this. So these guys all get. So you're thinking like, okay, the Israelis, these guys are like mad scientist level genius when it comes to taking out terrorists, and then they're stuck in this situation and Hezbollah, ha, we've built a base underneath a hospital. The Jews won't get us here because to get to us, they'd have to blow up the hospital. And this will enrage the people of Lebanon, and the people of Lebanon will be on our side against them. Ha ha. And instead of doing anything, the guy just says, hey, everyone, in case anyone's interested, there's a hospital and there's a base underneath, and here's a map, and here's the entrance, and here's the exit. Here's exactly how you can get in there. Oh, and there's hundreds of millions of dollars in cash and gold in there to anyone who should perchance want to go down and collect it. This is mad scientist level again. It's weird, Robert. All those years when when the jihadis are always, did you know that the Jews are training lizards to infiltrate us, and the Jews are poisoning our water supply and putting aphrodisiacs in the water to make the girls horny so they go out and commit zina. Did you know this? These Jews. And we're thinking, you guys are nuts, man, thinking Jews are doing all this stuff. But here you, you see when the Jews actually want to do it, it is that like, whoa, how does anyone think of this stuff? But
Yes.
they're good. They're
Like
good.
I
They're
hear that
really good.
I'm not sure that it's 100% accurate, but I heard a report that Hania was killed. Of course, I mean, there's no doubt about this part, that he was killed in a safe house in Tehran where foreign dignitaries stay. It's like the most secure place in Tehran, maybe outside of Khamenei's house. And the bomb was set there months ago by somebody who was able to determine that Hania always stays in this particular room. And they put it in there. It was completely undetectable by the Iranians, and just waiting for him to go back into the room months later, and boom. That's James Bond level stuff.
Yeah, and you have to. I mean, it's over and over again. We understand it takes a long while for this to sink in, but Muslims, how in the name of common sense do you wake up every morning after seeing this stuff and think Allah's on our side against the Jews? How? How? If Allah's really on your side, then the Jews are completely, over and over again, outwitting the best of planners and plotters. How is that going on? How is that happening? How is Allah the best of plotters and the Jews are way better?
Yeah, maybe his hand is chained.